Hello, I'm Eric Nordberg, Dean of Libraries at IUP. Greetings from the Stapleton Library and the Oak Grove. Welcome to Indiana University of Pennsylvania. We're so glad that you've joined us here. Please don't hesitate to contact me, any of our faculty or staff, if there's anything that the libraries can do to be supportive of your work here. Welcome. This series of presentations is intended to give a very quick overview of some of the services and collections that we have across our IUP library system. This will include information about information literacy at IUP, support for your graduate research and your students, various support that we provide to distance learning at IUP, information about our initiatives to develop low-cost and no-cost open educational resources, how we approach collection development here with our subject bibliographers and faculty within the departments as liaisons, and an overview of the IUP Special Collections and University Archives collections that are located here in the Stapleton Library. We wish you luck in your work here, and please let us know what we can do to help.
Hi everyone, my name is Maria Barefoot. I am the Information Literacy Coordinator here at IUP, and I am here to talk to you a little bit about our Information Literacy Program. And so I want to start by saying that the Information Literacy Program here at IUP is based on the Association of College and Research Library Standards. However, you as a newer faculty member might not need to worry too much about this. I'm including it here so that you know that there are national standards that our program is aligned with. Librarians may come to your class to work with your students on learning databases and search strategies, but we can also come to your class to discuss a wide variety of information topics, including some of the ones that are part of this framework. Now, we do try to reach all of our students with information literacy instruction. We're trying to reach all of the English 101 and 202 classes. However, you should know that we rarely reach all students every semester. And so even when your students reach their upper level classes, some of them may never have received formal library instruction on using our resources. So when you teach a research-focused course in your discipline, this might be an ideal time to bring your students to the library for some advanced instruction, or even as just a way to brush up on their basic uses of the library. Now, you can request instruction for your classes using the online form. You can also certainly email me, or you can directly email the librarian that usually works with your college. There is a list of librarians for each department that can be found online on the library website. You can find the URL for both the instruction request form and for the list of librarians on this slide, and they'll also be provided in the description. What to expect whenever you request instruction from a librarian. So librarians always customize our classes to match your assignment. This is because it's the best way to get your students to apply their information literacy skills that they've learned when working with a librarian. So we try to respond to all requests quickly. So if you've sent in the form or have emailed me or another librarian and don't get a response within 48 hours, please contact us to make sure that we did receive your initial instruction request. Your librarian may also ask for a copy of your assignment or your syllabus, and this is so that we can customize our lesson to match your requirements for the class. We also usually plan to use the entire class period unless you request a shorter session. And we are happy to provide shorter sessions if that's all you're able to accommodate with your course schedule. Just ask us and we will work with whatever needs you have for your class. Okay, so now you might be thinking, this is great for my students, but how do I actually use the library? So we certainly want to make sure that you also know how to use the library. And so here are some of the basics to get you started. First of all of our resources are online. Most of our resources are online. So you can search both our library catalog and subject-specific databases from the library homepage. And the URL is provided on this slide. You can also request any materials that we don't own using our interlibrary loan services. So we have two different services, one for books and one for articles, and you can find those both at the interlibrary loan website provided here. Finally, when you are at home and you need to do some research, you can access all of the library databases with just your username and password, the same one that you would use to log into your computer here on campus. You can also set up what's called the VPN on your home computer, and that would eliminate the need for you to sign in when you're off campus. And I've provided the website from the IT Support Center here as well for you to use. I hope this has given you a short overview of some of the instruction services that we have to offer. As a last note, I've put the library instruction website URL up here on the screen. We have a lot more tutorials and videos and other resources available to you. So whenever you have time, I encourage you to check it out. Thanks a lot, and I hope I'll be hearing from you.
Hi, my name is Kelly Hyder, and I'm the Education Librarian at IUP. Today I'm going to share some information on the support the library offers graduate faculty and their students. As our Information Literacy Coordinator, Maria Barefoot, already mentioned, faculty who would like a librarian to teach an information literacy session to their students may request that session through our instruction form. It's often assumed that incoming graduate students are information literate, yet many of them lack the skills needed to effectively organize and critically evaluate research. IUP's librarians can help by offering information literacy sessions on various topics. For example, we can teach students how to discern between an empirical research article, a research review article, a conceptual article, and a best practice article. We can also provide sessions on different citation styles, with additional workshops on EndNote and plagiarism. Using Cabell's directories, we can teach graduate students how to find appropriate outlets for their publications. In addition, we can provide instruction on various topics related to thesis and dissertation writing, including topic selection, literature reviews, and the use of databases such as ProQuest Dissertations and Theses and Sage Research Methods online. Finally, IUP's librarians recognize that graduate faculty and students do most of their research outside the walls of Stapleton Library, so we provide reference service at a distance through chat, Zoom, and D2L. Besides information literacy instruction, the library offers several other services for graduate faculty and students. You may not know that 4 librarians hold doctoral degrees in areas outside of librarianship and can therefore serve as members of dissertation committees. Their areas of expertise are listed here. The library also houses an Information and Technology Innovation Commons, ITIC, which provides the university community with many services which support instruction through new technologies and digital production. The Writing Center also maintains a satellite location within the library with evening hours from Sunday through Thursday. In addition to the resources I've already mentioned under information literacy instruction, the library provides access to other resources which may be helpful to graduate faculty and students, such as ebook databases, citation style guides, private study carrels, and classroom reservations. Links to all of these resources have been included here. Please let me know if there's anything I can do to facilitate you or your students' use of the library. In the meantime, Carrie Bishop, IUP's Distance Learning Librarian, will share some information on IUP's distance learning services.
Hi there, my name is Carrie Bishop and I'm the Distance Learning Librarian at IUP. I'm going to provide a brief introduction to distance library services at the university. The role of distance library services is to ensure that members of IUP's distance learning community have equitable access to all of the library resources and services. This means that students and faculty taking or teaching courses offered online or hybrid, or courses physically located at any of IUP's regional campuses and centers, have methods for accessing the library's collection, getting reference help from librarians, and improving their information literacy skills through high-quality library instruction. Our website is a great place to go to learn more about distance library services. And you could also share the website with your online or regional campus students to help them learn more about the library and more about the services that are available to them. In this presentation, I'm going to give a brief introduction on the methods and tools available for the distance learning community to access the library's collection, reference, and instruction. Distance learners can visit the library website and use the Discovery Search, the library catalog, and the library article databases to access our large collection of full-text articles and ebooks, and to locate physical books on the shelves. Off-campus users simply enter their IUP username and password to use these tools and to access materials. Interlibrary loan is provided for books and articles that are not immediately available online. Books that are physically located at Stapleton and other campus libraries can be requested and then delivered to any IUP campus or center for pickup. If distance students reside further than 30 miles from any campus, they can apply to have books delivered to their house. Articles requested through Interlibrary Loan will be delivered electronically as PDFs. Visit the Interlibrary Loan website to place your requests and to learn more about delivery options. The library provides several options for students and faculty to get help from librarians. We offer reference and research assistance remotely by chat, email, text, and phone. Students or faculty who need more in-depth assistance can make an appointment with a librarian for a consultation. Consultations for distance learners can be done on the phone or using Zoom, IUP's web conferencing tool. Find out more at the library's Reference Services website. Finally, library instruction can be offered remotely through our collection of instructional videos and tutorials available on the library instruction website. Students can find a video on their own for point-of-need instruction, or faculty members can assign materials to their students and provide the link in the D2L course. For classes that meet synchronously, either online or in person at a campus, live library instruction using Zoom can be scheduled. For online or hybrid classes that have a large research assignment, faculty can choose to include an embedded librarian in their D2L course. Once embedded in the course, the librarian may add instructional materials like guides, handouts, videos, or tutorials in support of assignments. They may answer student questions in a discussion board, or they could post announcements offering assistance and answering common questions. To request an embedded librarian or to find out more about this and other library instruction services, visit the library instruction website and click on Faculty Resources. You can read more about the distance library services on our website and get links to all of the resources that I've talked about in this presentation. Then feel free to email me with any questions that you have or ideas you have for including the library in your course. Finally, even if you're not teaching a course online, hybrid, or at one of the campuses, remember that distance library services are helpful for all students. It's important to provide information to your students about how to access library resources from off-campus or after hours. And linking to library instructional material in D2L, even in an in-person course, puts the material within the context of the course and highlights how they can use the library to complete their assignments. Thank you for your time and have a great day.
Hi, I'm Sarah Parmy, Scholarly Communications and Digital Initiatives Librarian at IUP. In these slides, I'm going to give you a quick overview of Open Educational Resources, also referred to as OERs. So what are OERs? OERs, Open Educational Resources, are teaching, learning, and research resources that are free of cost and access barriers. This is usually achieved using an appropriate Creative Commons license that allows for the 5 Rs. The 5 Rs allow users to retain the rights to download and make their own copies, reuse in a wide range of ways, revise, adapt, modify, and improve, remix by combining 2 or more resources, and redistribute to share to others. The 5 Rs in the appropriate Creative Commons license are what distinguishes an OER from any other free online resource. You may already be making your own teaching and learning and research materials, but haven't yet put a Creative Commons license on it that allows for those 5 Rs. So we asked some of IUP students what their thoughts are about textbooks, and their answers give you just a few reasons of why you should think about using OERs in your classes. First and foremost, use an OER to adapt to the needs of your class and your students. This is to keep your materials up to date, your materials inclusive of all perspectives, and ensure there are no cost barriers to accessing the information. And this is also to enjoy the academic freedom of customizing materials to fit the specific needs of your courses, and no more of your students not having the textbooks or correct materials on the first day of class. There are many aggregators and repositories for finding OERs, whether these are textbooks or other course materials. Merlot, OER Commons, Open Textbook Library, and Oasis are just some of them. At the very least, we encourage you to buy a copy of each of your required materials and place them on reserve. You can do this by visiting the circulation desk in the library or filling out the form online. Keep in mind, these have to be personal or library copies. They cannot be instructor's editions, instructor review copies that are not for sale, or examination copies. Finally, to get more information about some of these topics related to OERs, please see our OER research guide at libraryguides.lib.iup.edu/OER.
Hello, my name is Emily Zittis, and I am the Collection Development Librarian at IUP Libraries. Collection development involves the resources that you access through the IUP Libraries website, as well as the collections that you find on the library shelves in Stapleton and Stapley. IUP.edu/library offers you a main portal in which you can search all the different library resources. You will be searching in the Discovery search, the default search, all of the holdings, books, ebooks, journal articles, as well as broader journal titles. Think about some publications that you're already familiar with and rely on. Maybe you have time to take a look and find out which publications are offered through the libraries and how it is that you can quickly establish access to them in the future. You will find some of your favorite content providers under the IUP Libraries databases page. Here, you can search by database title. It's listed alphabetically right now, but it's easier to handle this long list by using the drop boxes. All subjects will allow you to sort by discipline. You can search by medium under database types, such as streaming video or journal articles. And you can search also by providers such as EBSCOhost or Sage. Take a good look at what's available under your discipline and for any particular databases that you have used in the past. I also want to bring to your attention browsing, which is listed under popular databases. That is a mobile app as well as a web page that you can get credentials to through our institutional subscription, and you can keep track of your most important journals and publications and their most recently published articles through that one portal rather than searching by keyword. The collection development webpage describes how it is that new acquisitions and new subscriptions are determined here at IUP Libraries. There is a bibliographer who is a librarian faculty member at IUP Libraries assigned to every department across campus. The departments, in turn, give us a liaison with whom we can collaborate and communicate different information needs of that department. Clicking the red liaison link on the collection development page brings you to the list of bibliographers and liaisons. I encourage you to take a look under your department to see who your librarian bibliographer is, so that you might be able to establish a connection and know who it is to talk to if you need any new library acquisitions, such as books or ebooks, or if you have feedback about what your needs are in your department. You will find that the librarian bibliographers are very interested and very responsive to your needs, and that we will answer your questions as directly as possible. Thank you very much for giving me your attention and considering the development of the collections at IUP Libraries.
Hi everyone, I'm Harrison Wick. I'm the Special Collections Librarian and University Archivist here at IUP. And I just wanted to give you an overview of our department. We're located in Stapleton Library Room 302. The IUP Special Collections and University Archives is open Monday through Friday during the academic semesters. We offer bibliographic instruction and specialized classroom presentations. Available resources include primary sources, archival materials, and rare books that could be used for student and faculty research. Faculty and students are encouraged to contact me if they are interested in using archival materials or would like to consult about a research project. Collection strengths include record groups, which are the institutional history of IUP, manuscript groups, which are the collections donated by individuals, businesses, and organizations, the Pennsylvania collection, and the rare book collection, which can be used here in Stapleton Library Room 302. We also offer scanning and duplication services, and we have electronic access to many IUP publications from 1875 to the present. Thank you. For more information about the resources and services available in the IUP Special Collections and University Archives, please feel free to contact me.
Thank you so much for your attention and interest in the resources and services the library provides for you and your students. The staff of IUP Libraries welcomes your questions, comments, and concerns. Please feel free to contact Eric Nordberg, Dean of Libraries, or me, Kelly Hyder, Library Faculty Chair, with your feedback. Let us know what we can do to make your work a little easier.